Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. Thank you all for joining me. I'm all over the place today. I look a mess, I feel a mess. I've been baking with Auntie Kerry. It's one of her colleagues' birthdays. Well, they're doing the birthday, I don't know if it's the actual birthday tomorrow. And we've baked a cake for them all to enjoy. And it was a bit of a labour of love. It took a long time and I feel like I'm all sticky. I've had to change my top. I had icing sugar literally like from neck to hip. I'm a messy cook, but never mind. But I have a lot. I've not prepared. I don't usually prepare much for videos, but sometimes I do put a little bit of thought into what I'm going to say at least. But today I've not. I've literally just grabbed everything from, you know, where it's at that I thought you might want to see, I might want to talk about, and I've just spread it around me. The dog can't get to me, he's very distraught, he's sat in a little corner. I've drawn the blind because the sun was glaring and now I feel like it looks a bit dark, but I'm going to go with it because the sun, it's quite late in the day so the sun's quite low. Oh, my knee's really hurting. Immediately in front of me I've got a few baby things. So for those of you that don't know, my friends are having a baby. I think she's got 15 weeks left. She's having it at the end, well, she's due at the end of September. She's having a little girl. And these are my very best friends. So I've gone a little bit mad and bought them lots of things. And I have already shown you most of what I've got in a video. There are a few things that I haven't shown you. I've wrapped everything individually because I'm irritating like that. But I am going to tell her not to open it at the baby shower. I've bought a big tote thing and rammed everything in there. And there's more than what's going to fit in the tote. So I'm going to say if you want to open anything from me at the baby shower, just open the extra things. Because it's going to take a long time. But I like opening gifts. I like wrapping gifts. So I will say, you know, don't feel like you have to open mine at the shower. Which is in... Oh no, it's only June. She's having it at the beginning of August. So there's a few weeks yet. What are you sniffing that for? So immediately in front of me I've got a few more things that I thought I'd show you. Some are made, some are just bought clothes, because a lot of you enjoyed seeing what I bought previously, and I think after this I'm done. I might get a few more packs of nappies. I've got one down here that I've just bought. I have been buying different brands and from different shops just because she's not specified what she wants to use. And obviously she's going to get through a lot anyway. So I've bought, like, this is probably the biggest pack I've bought as well. This is a 58. The rest have been like 25s. So I've been buying smaller packs from different places just because I don't know what she's going to want to use. She probably doesn't know what she's going to want to use. She is a first time mum. So that way she's got, you know, she can try Aldi and Lidl and Tesco and Asda and Pampers and Huggies and whatever, and yeah. So I'll probably get a few more packets of nappies and probably some wipes and things. I was going to get a load of toiletries, like baby or mum toiletries, and I don't know if I'm going to do that now just because I think the tote that I've got is quite big and it's full and I don't want to overwhelm her. And also other people are going to buy things, so, and if after all that she's not got any baby wipes or whatever, I can get them then. But I don't want to overwhelm her. So I've got a few things out the sale at Tesco. And there are a few things that I've washed and blocked and are ready to go. So I'll show you what I bought. I got these. I couldn't resist them. They are in 6 to 9 months. They were only £4 to start with, so I don't know how much I paid for them. The little joggers, look. And they've got rainbows and umbrellas and things on. And I think they're so cute. And they look nice with just a little t-shirt. And they're really soft. And they're quite light actually. So baby's not going to get too hot. And can still have lots of thin layers on. So I've got those. And I got these hats. These are in newborn. But I got them because, again from Tesco, it's a 2-pack. And they were only £1. They were reduced in the sale. So there's a little pink one, with the little knots, and a little white one with love hearts on. And I thought, for £1 we can't go wrong really. And they feel nice and soft as well. I haven't gone too mad with buying newborn things for this baby, just because I feel like that's what a lot of gifts will be, that's where she'll get most of the gifts. So I have bought an array of sizes in things, and she could do what she wants with them, you know, if she wants to exchange them or whatever, she's very welcome to. I then got these pyjamas that I love. There's a 2-pack, these from Tesco as well, and I didn't pay, it says £6.50, but I definitely got them in the sale. And this one's white with little spots on, or are they hearts? They're like half circle things. They've got dinosaurs on. And this one says, you can't really see because the sleeve's in the way, it says Sleepysaurus, and it's got a picture of a big dinosaur on. And I just thought these were cute, and they've got a little bee on. Charlotte isn't a massively, you know, she's not massively girly, so the baby's not, she will put the baby in frilly pink things, I'm sure, but also she probably likes to have a broad spectrum of what she will dress the baby in. And I just thought these were a little bit different to princesses and butterflies and things, which I love. And I'm sure if ever I have children and it's a little girl, she'll be butterflied up to the eyeballs. I just thought these were a little bit different. It's not very often you see something that is pink with dinosaurs on. But again, Charlotte, she's had things like hand-me-down from friends at work that of 4 boys, but she's kept them for her, so. But I thought she'd like these. Who doesn't like a pink dinosaur? And then this you've seen before, little hat and some little, I'm still not sure. Do we have to squeak? Hugo, what are you doing? He's squeaking, that's what he's doing. I'm still not entirely sure that I'm going to give her these slippers, because I feel like they just look a bit flat. Jada and Stitch's pattern this is, and I really like it. But she puts a pom-pom on them and they just look a bit more like shoes than maybe I should stuff them. Should I give the slippers or not really? Should I pom-pom the slippers? Should I give the slippers? Should we consider the slippers a fail and frog them or whatever? Hugo, please darling, stop. You're very obnoxious and there's no need. And a little hat that matches. I've made 3 blankets. You've seen all 3, but 2 have been wrapped. Well, one's been gifted, which was the Granny Square rainbow blanket. Good boy. And then there was a star blanket which is wrapped. Oh, there's an end in here. Sneaky. Let's leave that inside out so I remember to sew it in. And then this is the last blanket, and 2 out of the 3 feature that yellow, which is why I made the yellow hat. This has finally had all its ends sewn in. Oh, good boy. Had all its ends sewn in and washed it, and it feels so soft. Mariner yarns. I did sort of try and block it, but it just didn't want to do it, and I'm not all that bothered. So, never mind. But this is, I can't really see what I'm showing you. So that's that. So those will be, whoops, those will be washed. I've made this little lovey. It was a star shape. Well, it is a star shape. And I've just put this little head on it. And again, is it creepy? I feel like I have these grand ideas and then things don't actually like materialise. And also you can sort of see the stitches where I've put it on. I don't know. Does that look crap? These things I'm not sure of. I like the star, but I just don't know if I like the head. Maybe I should just chop the head off and just have it as a, but then who wants a little star? I don't know. What do we think? Should I wrap a ribbon around its neck or something? I don't know. Let me know. I just don't know. I'm not, I like the star. I like the yarn. The yarn's really pretty. It's from B&M. It's this one, but it's called White and Lilac. It's a different colour. baby two-tone from B&M. Oh, let's show that more. I really like the colours in it. I'll show you the wrong way, look. Very pretty, but I just don't know. Another thing that you have seen before, but I've washed it and it's ready for my Auntie Claire's birthday, which isn't till August, but while I was washing like coloured things, I thought I'd stick this in. Because she's allergic to dogs. And no doubt Hugo sat on it. She's not deathly allergic, like she comes round and fusses him, but I thought it definitely needs a wash. So I'm going to put this well out of the way, probably put it in a bag or something. I don't know if I actually showed you, if I just unfolded it and refolded it. It's a Poundland baby yarn. I don't know the name or anything, but it's really pretty colours. I enjoy doing this. It's the split shell stitch scarf, again by Jada in Stitches. I really like her tutorials. They're very easy to follow, very beginner friendly, but she doesn't bug me, because it sounds awful to say. Not that many people do bug me, but because I don't, well, I can't, I'm a bit lazy when it comes to pattern reading, and I like to learn from a video tutorial, which is how I learned to crochet. Can we not? Sorry, that's just how I learn. I think I'm probably a visual learner, I don't know. I don't know what I was saying. Like she doesn't sort of, because I have watched tutorials where they sort of stretch it out, so you need to watch like 20 minutes to learn how to do like 3 stitches, whereas she's very concise and gets to the point, which is what I'm trying to say. Let me show you these squares. So I've sort of gathered together a lot of my, sorry, nothing's organised, a lot of my scraps in this box. Now all these squares are being edged in this colour, and so they either need to be dark colours or warm colours or neutrals or something like that. Basically I'm not doing too much green or blue, even though there's green and in the rainbow ones is blue, but and this is going to be for a scrap blanket that I'm doing for Kirk's mum. So I'm using a lot of the variegateds that I used in my auntie's blanket, which I've shown you previously, but I'm also trying to use things like this up. But I'm having a bit of a thing at the minute where I'm like struggling to just do big things in plain yarn. I want to just use pretty colours all the while. I have been doing this, but I think I need a bit of a granny break. I'm not sure. I also want to get the things done that I want to do, if that makes sense. Like, part of me wants to, because I've had a few ideas for projects, and a lot of them are granny square projects. So part of me wants to get them done, so they're done, because I really want to do them. But also I'm like, need a granny break. So I've been making squares. Now the reds that I'm using on the outside edge, there are 2 slightly different colour reds. At first I didn't think you could tell, but you definitely can. This one is darker than these ones. So I'm just going to do them in strips so it looks like it was meant to be like that. Because I haven't got enough of, I don't think I've got enough of either. I've got 3 balls of each left. And obviously I need to do a lot more squares. So I'll show you, these are the ones that haven't been edged yet. So some of these you will have seen before, but I'm hoping to group them all together, and then I know that the ones in strips you've seen. So I'll just quickly go through these. Feels like this is very monotonous all of a sudden. And then these ones I don't think you will have seen, because these are in the darker edged red. And there's no real pattern other than it's a 6 round granny square. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the last edge at least is in one of the reds. I'm doing them in strips of 10. And then the colours in the middle can be 1 round or 5 rounds or whatever. But I just thought I'd do a scrappy blanket and use up some odds and ends. Although I am now breaking into like larger balls when I've not. I feel like something keeps touching my back. I don't know if it's my hair. because my mother-in-law's favourite colour is burgundy, so, and I have a granny blanket, and she went, oh, it's very neat, isn't it? So I don't know if that means she likes it, but she's getting one. These ones haven't got the red edging on yet, and they've not had their ends sewn in either, so they will have different amounts of rows of burgundy-ish. I don't know if it's burgundy, I thought it was, but I think this is burgundy. Red, nonetheless. And that one. So that was a very quick fire, let me show you some squares, because how interesting are different colour granny squares. And then this is the first strip that I've put together. So I'm hoping to make a 10 by 10 blanket, or probably more 10 by like 13-ish blanket, just so she's not particularly tall, and 10 does go, you know, sort of, it goes to my foot. I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I might do 10 by 10 and see where I'm at, because she's only petite and she's not very big really, so, and it goes across me, so how big is she really going to want it? Might be a 10 by 10 with a border. So this is it so far. Very quickly I'll show you. And I'm just going to try and alternate strips between these two. See, I don't sort of, like, you can tell, but it's fine. So got that on the go. I think I've got enough for, not quite enough for another, I think actually, sorry, once these have all got edges on, that'll be 2 more strips, so that'll be 3 strips altogether. So that's one thing I've got on the go. And then my scrap stash after that is looking quite bare, but I do have scraps dotted around. But I want to use up some scraps, but then I think, well, I'm doing a scrap blanket, so shall I do the scrap blanket and then think about using up scraps? I don't know. And then this is the last bag, but it's full of stuff. So my very nice purple bag. Sorry, bra strap's falling down. I have started a washcloth, just double crochet, going in front loop or back loop or front back or whatever, trying to create a bit of texture, because I've got this and another one which I got free in a magazine that is 100% cotton, and then I've got another 6, and I've had them for a while now, and I don't think that, I don't know, I just don't think that I'm going to use them for anything. This and the grey one which was free are the only ones that are this thickness, the rest are all much thinner. So they're a bit, and they're all random colours. There's blue and purple and green and red and white, and they're variegated ones. So I think I might do washcloths, either for gifts or just for myself and Kirk to use. So I started doing that, and I just used a 2.5mm hook just to keep it nice and tight. And what's in here? There's a bag in a bag. Oh, this is what I was doing over Hugo, what are you doing, darling? Are you licking the desk? You're such a weirdo. You're so weird. This is what I was doing over Sunday and Monday, and using a 3.5 hook. Everything's gonna fall. So I had in my Lolly's little wool shack haul that Kirk picked for me from a few weeks ago, I had a rainbow cake, and I can't show you obviously, and this is what's left. So when it started, let me show you. I've been doing a chevron scarf with it, and previously I didn't know how to do the chevron stitch, and again I watched Jada in Stitches tutorial. So it started orange, I went a bit lighter, went to yellow and green and blue, and then here after this blue colour, there's 2 greens on here. I've wound it quite tight, but there's 2 greens on here, and that's not the order of the rainbow, so I chopped them out, and this is just going to be a scrap. I was going to see if I could incorporate it somehow, but I'd already done the green, and it would have meant frogging all of this, and I didn't want to, just to put in more green when I've already got green in it. So the green has been chopped out, that's going to be something else. And then it goes to purple and a Cadbury purple, and then a pinky purple and a pink, and then I have this yarn that was from Lolly's that I just think is a little bit rough. It's not terribly, but I've ordered some other grey for the blanket projects that I'm doing. So I've got a few balls of this there. So I'm adding it onto the end, and I'm going to go a good way because I did a few rows of the pink and then I chopped it off. And then in here there's some orange as well. So I'm going to do a few rows of the grey, add in the pink again, keep going with the grey, and then make some sort of infinity scarf, I think, just to add a bit of interest. So it's mostly going to be a grey scarf with a large and a small patch of colour. Just to think it's a bit different, and it's something that I'd wear. And I know there's a lady at work whose daughter, she's an adult daughter, in fact she's older than me, she loves rainbows, and she sort of a little bit inspired by her, I think. So that was my granny square break. And also one of the blankets that I plan on doing for someone for Christmas is a chevron stitch, so this is good practice for that. And then in the purple bag I've been making more granny squares for a stormtrooper blanket. It's a pattern that I found on Pinterest, and then if you click the link it goes to Ravelry, and I think it's Tina123. But basically it is just showing you a picture of what she did, and telling you how many rounds in each granny square to do. So it's not a very in-depth pattern, but it does help. Obviously you need the picture, so it's not difficult is what I mean, it's not a complicated one. So I don't actually, but the only thing it doesn't tell you, and I wish it did, and I have had a bit of a look but I can't see anywhere, of how many, so there's a light grey, a darker grey, a black and a white in the, sorry, I'm rooting through this bag of wool to find my squares. It doesn't tell you just how many of each to do, and then you can start assembling. So it gives you a graph and you have to count. So I'm gonna like mark it off when I've done each one. Pardon me, sorry. So far I've done 10 black, and I've left good tails for sewing them together, I think. So that's the square. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, but it's not, I don't know, is it a pattern? Is it just showing me? I don't know. I'm not clever. Because she doesn't even tell you how to do the granny square. She links to someone else's pattern. So I don't know if it counts as a pattern or just a project. And I've done 3 of the lighter grey. I did have this was going to be the dark grey, but this one is a little bit darker and I wanted it to be as close to the black as I could. So I'm going to use this dark one, which is a Mariner one. There's just stuff everywhere. So that is everything, I think. Just surrounded by projects. So I've sort of been in a bit of a... Oh, and I've still got all the ends to sew in on the ugly blanket or the pretty blanket or whatever. So I'm sort of a bit all over the place. And I don't really know. I do know what I'm doing. That's probably not fair to say. I do know what I'm doing, but I can't settle. Which is not a bad thing. I think sometimes it doesn't... Sometimes I'm in a mood to just start things. Like I'm really in the mood to start the chevron blanket that I'm doing. But also sometimes I'm in the mood to finish off. So I think, you know as well, just thinking about granny squares giving me a bit of a headache. I don't know if I'm going to do any crochet today. It's probably getting on for 6 o'clock now. And the kitchen has been cleaned up. Kerry very kindly helped me, bless her. So I've not got that to do, but I've got a bit of a headache. I've got to do dinner. The dog's been fed, so he's all right. But I've got to do dinner. And tidy up in here a bit, and I did want to wrap the rest of the baby stuff just so it's done, which doesn't need doing today. And just need to chill out a bit, because although I've not done, I've got to get the washing in as well. Although I've not done loads today, I don't feel like I've stopped. Like we did have a lunch break while we get out of there. Go on. Oh, you banged your head now, ain't you, stupid dog? Where are you? Come here, silly. What did you do that for? He bumped his head. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, he don't want picking up. Sorry. He does. Do you want picking up? No. Yeah, I just feel like I'm a bit all over the place. And everywhere, like, the house just feels like it's a mess, and it's really not. But I don't know what to do. I might do some of the... We're squeaking again. I might do some granny squares, because they don't do... I know I'm just going, I need a break from granny squares, but they don't take any thinking about. So I might take this box of scraps down and do a bit. I don't know. I might not do anything. But I don't have any plans for the weekend as such. We were going to go on a bit of a day out on Sunday, but the flipping football's on, isn't it? So his lordship wants to watch that. So I don't think we're going to go now. It was me that said, oh, leave it. If you want to watch the football, watch the football. I'm not a fan, but if that's what he wants to do. He's been at work all week. He's working Saturday. And he's going out with his friends on Saturday night, so I don't think he's going to want to going out for the day on Sunday if he's got a hangover. So yes. Yes, so I think I'm going to go, because the dog's driving me mad squeaking his toy. I'm going to go and brain him. Terrified, can you tell? And I think I'm going to go and chill for it. I'm going to make a cup of tea, because I've not had one all day. How sad's that? I had to shovel my breakfast down my throat this morning because I slept in. Squeak, squeak, squeak. So yes, I'm going to pack all this stuff away and go and have a cup of tea and just and watch some YouTube. I've been watching 13 Reasons Why on Netflix, and although it's quite difficult to watch, I am enjoying it. It's interesting, and it is difficult to watch though. It's a bit of it's not a very nice subject. And we've been watching The Staircase on Netflix, and The Pizza Bomb, Evil Genius, The Pizza Bomber. What are you doing now? When he goes quiet, I know he's being suspicious. So yeah, I've been enjoying those. Thanks for the recommendation for The Staircase, Kim. We really enjoyed it. In fact, we liked it more than The Pizza Bomber Man. I'm into true crime. I watch a lot of true crime YouTube videos. I listen to podcasts, and I'm into weird stuff. As well as crochet, of course. So I'm going to go, because this is half an hour and I feel like I'm so unorganised. I'm just going, Hugo, stop squeaking. Getting on my own nerves. So thank you all for watching, and I don't know when I'll be back or what I'll be showing you, because I don't know what I'm doing with my life at the minute. But let me know what you're all doing over the weekend, what you're working on, what you're doing for fun, and also let me know what you think, I can't find them now, about the shoes and the lovey. Do I give them? Do I not? I don't know what I'd do with them if I don't, but do I give them? I don't know. I feel like this one's better than the other one I did though, and they really like that. It's just cute, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you all for watching. Have a lovely weekend, even though it's only Thursday, but have a lovely weekend, and I will see you all next time. And that's it. That's just say goodbye. Bye everyone.